Welcome to Torah Truth for Us with Linda.
The steadfast love of Yehovah never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning, new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness, O Yah. Great is thy faithfulness. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. They are new every morning, new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness, O Yah. Great is thy faithfulness. Yehovah is my portion, says my soul. Therefore I have hope in him. Yehovah is good to those who wait for him, to the person who seeks him. Great is thy faithfulness.
The Book of Exodus, Shemot, chapters 18, verse 1 through 20, verse 23. Yitro, Jethro. Yitro. And Jethro, the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law, heard all that Elohim had done for Moses, for Israel, that Yehovah had brought Israel, his people, out of Egypt. And Yitro, father-in-law of Moses, took Zipporah, Moses' wife, after he had sent her back with her 2 sons, of whom the name of one was Gershom, for he said, I have been a stranger in a foreign land, and the name of the other one was Eleazar, for the Elohe of my father was my help, and delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh. And Jethro, father-in-law of Moses, and his wife, and with his sons, came to Moses in the wilderness, where he was encamped at the mountain of Elohim. And he said to Moses, I, your father-in-law Jethro, am coming to you, and with your wife, and her 2 sons. And Moses went out to meet his father-in-law, and bowed down, and kissed him. And they asked each other about their well-being, and went into his tent. And Moses told his father-in-law all that Yehovah had done to Pharaoh and to Egypt for Israel's sake, all the hardship that had confronted them on the journey, and how Yehovah had rescued them. And Jethro rejoiced over all the good which Yehovah had done for Israel in rescuing them from the hand of the Egyptians. And Jethro said, Blessed be Yehovah, who has delivered you out of the hand of Egypt, and out of the hand of Pharaoh, who has delivered the people from under the hand of Egypt. Now I know that Yehovah is greater than all the gods, for in the very thing in which they behave proudly, he was above them. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took a burnt offering and sacrifices to Elohim. And Aaron came with all the elders of Israel to eat bread with Moses' father-in-law before Elohim. And so it was, on the next day, that Moses set to judge the people, and the people stood before Moses from morning until evening. And when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did for the people, he said, "What is this thing you are doing for the people? Why do you sit alone, and all the people stand before you from morning until evening?" And Moses said to his father-in-law, "Because the people come to me to inquire of Elohim. When they have difficulty, they come to me, and I judge between one and another, and I make known the statutes of the Elohim and his laws." And Moses' father-in-law said to him, "The thing that you do is not good. Surely you will wear yourselves out, both you and the people, these who are with you, for this thing is too much for you, and you are not able to perform it by yourself. Now listen to my voice. I will give you counsel. Elohim will be with you, and you stand before the people, before the Elohim, so that you may bring the difficulties to the God. And you shall teach them the statutes and the laws, and show them the way in which they must walk, and the work that they must do. Moreover, you shall select from all the people able men such as fear Elohim, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place them to be rulers over the thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50, and rulers of 10. And let them judge the people at all times. And it will be that every great matter that they shall bring to you, but every small matter they shall judge. And it will be easier for you, for they will bear the burden with you. If you do this thing and Elohim commands you, then you will be able to endure, and also all this people will go to their place in peace." And Moses heeded the voice of his father-in-law and did all that he had said. And Moses chose able men out of Israel and made them heads over the people, rulers of thousands, rulers of hundreds, rulers of 50, and rulers of 10. And they judged the people at all times. The hard cases they brought to Moses, but every small case they judged. And Moses let his father-in-law depart, and he went his way to his own land. In the 3rd month, after the sons of Israel had gone out of the land of Egypt, on this day they came to the wilderness of Sinai, for they had departed from Rephidim, and had come to the wilderness of Sinai and camped in the wilderness. And Israel camped there before the mountain. And Moses went up to Elohim, and YHWH called to him from the mountain, saying, "Thus you shall say to the house of Yaakov, and tell the sons of Israel, you have seen what I did to Egypt, how I bore you on eagle's wings, and brought you to myself. Now therefore, if indeed you will obey my voice, and keep my covenant, then you shall be to me a special treasure above all people, for all the earth is mine. And you shall be to me a kingdom of priests, and a holy nation. These are the words which you shall speak to the sons of Israel." And Moses came and called for the elders of the people, and laid before them all these words which YHWH commanded him. And all the people answered together and said, "All that YHWH has spoken, we will do." And Moses brought back the words of the people to YHWH. And YHWH said to Moses, "Behold, I come to you in a thick cloud, that the people may hear when I speak with you, and believe you forever." And Moses told the words of the people to YHWH. And YHWH said to Moses, "Go to the people, and consecrate them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their clothes, and let them be ready for the 3rd day. For on the third day Yehovah will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai. And you shall set bounds for the people all around, saying, Take heed to yourselves that you do not go up to the mountain, or touch its base. Whoever touches the mountain shall surely be put to death. A hand shall not touch him, but surely he shall be stoned or shot with an arrow, whether beast or man, he shall not live. When the shofar sounds long, they shall come near the mountain. And Moses went down from the mountain to the people and sanctified the people, and they washed their clothes. And he said to the people, Be ready, for 3 days do not come near your wives. And it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunderings and lightnings and a thick cloud on the mountain, and the sound of a shofar was very mighty, so that all the people who were in the camp trembled. And Moses brought the people out of the camp to meet with Elohim, and they stood at the foot of the mountain. And Mount Sinai was completely in smoke, because Jehovah descended upon it in fire, and its smoke, like the smoke of a furnace, ascended, and the whole mountain quaked greatly. And when the long blast of the shofar sounded and became very strong, Moses spoke, and the God answered him by voice. And Jehovah came down upon Mount Sinai on the top of the mountain, and Jehovah called Moses to the top of the mountain, and Moses went up. And Jehovah said to Moses, Go down and warn the people, lest they break through to gaze at Jehovah, and many of them perish. And let the priests who come near to Jehovah sanctify themselves, lest Jehovah break out against them. But Moses said to Jehovah, The people cannot come up to Mount Sinai, for you warned us, saying, Let's set bounds around the mountain and consecrate it. And Jehovah said to him, Away, get down, and then come up, you and Aaron with you. But the priests and the people do not let break through to come up to Jehovah, lest he break out against them. And Moses went down to the people and spoke to them. And Elohim spoke all these words, saying, I am Jehovah your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself a carved image, or any likeness of anything that is in the heavens above, or that which is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them, nor serve them. For I, Jehovah, your God, am a jealous El, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the sons to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing mercy to thousands to those who love me and keep my commandments. You shall not take the name of Jehovah your El in vain, for Jehovah will not hold him guiltless who takes his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Jehovah your God. You shall do no work in it, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your manservant, nor your maidservant, nor your livestock, nor your stranger who is within your gates. For in 6 days Jehovah made the heavens and the earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day. Therefore Jehovah blessed the Sabbath day and consecrated it. Honor your father and mother, that your days may be long upon the land which your Elohim is giving you. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not covet the house of your neighbor. You shall not covet the wife of your neighbor, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor anything that is your neighbor. And all the people witnessed the thunderings, and the lightning flashed, and the sound of the shofar, and the smoking mountain. And when the people saw, they trembled, and stood afar off. And they said to Moses, You speak with us, and we will hear. But let Elohim not speak with us, lest we die. And Moses said to the people, Do not fear, for the Elohim has come to test you, that his fear may be before you, so that you may not sin. And the people stood afar off, but Moses drew near there unto the thick darkness. There was the Elohim. And Jehovah said to Moses, Thus you shall say to the sons of Israel, You have seen that I have talked with you from the heavens. You shall not make anything to be with me, gods of silver nor gods of gold. You shall not make for yourselves. You shall make an altar of earth for me, and you shall sacrifice on it your burnt offerings and your peace offerings, your sheep and your oxen, in every place where I record my name. I will come to you and I will bless you. And if you make me an altar of stone, you shall not build it with hewn stone, for if you use your tool on it, you have profaned it. Nor shall you go up by steps to my altar, that your nakedness not be exposed on it. May Jehovah bless you and keep you. May Jehovah cause his face to shine on you and be gracious to you. May Jehovah bless you and keep you. May Jehovah lift up his countenance on you and give you peace. Yivrechecha Yehovah v'yishmerecha. Yair Yehovah panav elecha v'yonecha. Yisa Yehovah panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.